Two big minds are ready to blow. Conversations deep yet full of jest. Come on in, you found the best. Between two giants here you'll find wit and wisdom intertwined. Laughs and knowledge hand in hand. This is the show that's in command.
All right. Welcome back. It is another wonderful Wednesday at the Made Ingredient on the Between Two Giants podcast, right? I am Brad Johnson, and what is your name, sir?
Miguelito.
Miguelito. Wow, I didn't know you spoke Spanish.
That's what that is?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Okay.
It is Michael.
All right, Michael. Yeah. And welcome to the show today. We have a very special guest, Mr. Brad Bridwell. Say hello to the 4 fans that are listening right now.
I am just a little guy between two giants.
He's holding the microphones.
Yeah, it's really hard to see. No offense, but welcome to the show. Thank you so much for coming out. We really appreciate you coming here and joining us today. We brought Brad on today because, as many of you know, if you know him in the neighborhood of Coronado, he is the chief executive officer of the Porch Concerts that happen here in the neighborhood multiple times a year. And we really wanted to, make this talk about our neighborhood, about crazy great things that happen here, and help other neighborhoods kind of maybe get the idea, do it themselves as well. So we brought Brad on to talk about, a little bit of porch concert history and why it is the way it is and all that fun stuff. So
yeah, why are other neighborhoods so lazy?
You know what? A lot of people say that.
Honestly.
Yeah. I mean Chandler, come on. We don't
thing.
Expect much out of Chandler, but Mesa, for God's sakes,
Get your act together.
Get it together, dude. You have the resources, right?
Well...
Yeah, they can't have a trailer in front of their house like Brad does. But
that's part of the HOA agreement. You have to have a trailer.
Yeah. They're just like, must have one tree and no porch concerts.
Right, and chickens.
Yeah, and chickens. Yeah. Right on. Well, Brad, so if you don't mind, thank you for joining us today.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind telling us, we're not going to go into detail about our concerts, more talking about what we do and the history of it and how it happens and all that. So if you wouldn't tell us your involvement, how long you've been doing the porch concerts and what it is that you do here, this awesome thing you do for our neighborhood.
Yeah, well, let's start with just a little bit about what Porch Concerts is. It's the Coronado Porch Concerts series. We're in our 17th iteration of Porch Concerts.
Is that right?
17, yeah.
Holy shit.
So it's higher than you can count. It's almost a score.
I got to take my shoes off for that.
But essentially what it is you know what a progressive dinner party is, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't get invited to those. I get invited to the porch concert, but never the dinner parties.
They're kind of posh.
Yeah. No music. It's not enough
when
music.
I think of Brian, I don't think posh.
No.
But
maybe
idea
Baby
is,
Spice.
Yes.
Yeah, the idea is we take a group of local bands, we just from our area, and we know most people who live in Coronado know it's a very musical kind of place.
Yeah,
a lot of artists throughout the community. So we seek to highlight those local bands, and so we go to our various neighbors, ask them, hey, can we borrow your front porch and your yard? And we're going to put a band on it, a porta potty out front, and invite the entire
goddamn neighborhood,
the whole neighborhood to come out. And one of the funnest parts about it is being progressive. It starts at one house, and then we do a whole mobile entertainment act that we get the whole community, usually hundreds of people, to follow along. A decked out trailer with a whole independent entertainment on that act from one house to the next, and we keep doing that till we're done with stops.
That's awesome.
I think you're underselling the mobile entertainment thing. I think you should highlight that a little bit.
Yeah.
To describe for the listeners, you really kind of have to see it in person, but you can't. Sucks for you.
You can show it to other people.
This is something you built. If I'm not mistaken.
We just small group of us actually take on the build process of every mobile entertainment. We've in the last couple years, 2 years ago, we actually built an entire revolving stage and took the guts of a winch and got down to the wheel of it and built.
Did you say winch?
A winch.
Oh, winch.
Yeah.
I thought
towing.
Yeah, just because other people don't listen, you need to listen to it,
That's barbaric.
So we built an 8-foot diameter circle, put it on top of the winch, and made a revolving stage. Then we used a crane to lift a 1904 800-pound piano, upright piano.
That was one
onto
That was one of the best.
Yeah.
Sure.
and then spun the pianist around while she played, and the pianist.
Pianist, Michael.
Oh, sorry.
Pianist.
Yeah, if you're
We
not,
spun the
not
penis
familiar, yeah, we spun the penis around multiple times
It's
while
like
it played music.
Spin the bottle.
Yeah,
Spin the penis.
and then
Let the guy tell the story, dude.
Sorry,
Come
I
on.
can't help it. It's in my DNA.
It's like 2 4-year-old giants.
yeah, I should not have used the word pianist.
No,
I knew
no,
that was
no.
a level up. Yeah,
It's not my fault.
But then the following year, we had this big diameter platform, and it was our Sweet 16. So we built an 8-foot diameter 3-layer cake with a hollowed out center for a drag queen
That was a dope
to
one.
change inside of, and made different performances between each house. We actually hung the drag queen from the crane as well, and she flew as Superwoman.
Oh,
That's-
gla-
Thank you for clarifying.
yeah, I was gonna
There
like we
you are.
hung the drag queen.
Yeah.
It's not Mesa.
Yeah.
If you imagine arms
book
out
reading.
front, legs out back, and then flopping around because the harness wasn't all that secure.
Yeah. Basically a classic
visual is
Superman.
better
Classic
than-
Superman.
Right.
Kryptonite is the crane. That's awesome. So 17. What how'd you get in the beginning? And it's been going on before you. Obviously, you know you've carried on the torch, which is amazing. But what got you involved in it? Made you decide to just kind of pick it up and keep it going?
Yeah, I got introduced to it by Mike Logan, who was long time in the neighborhood. In fact, this Michael here with us today was involved in the very first iterations of Porch
I'm
Concerts.
very old.
Yeah, back when it was just a piano and one bar.
One penis?
You get a great whore and a piano and a whiskey for a nickel.
Yeah, see?
So I came to the neighborhood in about 2016 and loved, the Porch Concerts in this whole neighborhood. I've been, admiring the Coronado neighborhood for many years. Wasn't able to move into it while I was with a prior, an ex-wife.
Yeah. Which one?
That didn't
the
want
first,
to live
second,
here,
fourth?
and
What are
I
we on?
ended up
It's all
living.
right. It's contagious. It's fine.
I
Get
ended
another
up
bathroom.
living in Willow for a period of time,
Yeah, wow.
which I was happy
How'd you
to
get out?
escape. I divorced.
Oh, that's the only way you get out.
That's the only way.
Be like, you
It's the
can
only
keep
way
the
out.
perfect lawn. I'm out of here.
So then I finally bought here and
Nice.
in 2016, and then got involved in the Porch Concerts that were going on. Started helping Mike Logan out, and then eventually he left the neighborhood and now is coming back this year.
Yeah,
We're
congratulations.
Very
Now that you
excited
got
to
it,
have him
really
back.
You have to give up
Fine.
the scepter.
Yeah.
Fine-tuned it, got it really sweet. He's like, shit, I should come back and do what I left off.
No, you did all
No.
the hard work.
The long con, dude. He's just like, oh, sweet. Can I have your trailer?
No, he's just coming back to the hood, but yeah, it's great to have him back, and I took it over after he had moved off to Tempe for a little bit, and
Right.
We'll keep it going for as long as we
Yeah.
can keep it going, and it's just been a blast.
Yeah.
So
It's
Nice.
a really fun time. We do it, a couple times a year usually, right? Like 2 a year or
yeah,
varies?
for the longest time we were doing 2 a year,
Yeah.
but unfortunately with this changing weather,
Yeah.
it's really shortening the season for activities, right?
Yeah.
And so what we're dedicated to doing it once per year, and then we're slushy on the
Yeah.
second, either doing something else entirely that a new activity, or trying to not keep things so smashed to where you end up doing 2 Porch Concerts back to back,
Yeah,
just because
yeah.
it's
Yeah,
It's
keep it special.
such a
Yeah, it's
short
a lot
season.
of work. I mean, you have
Yeah.
a trailer, you're building.
It's a lot of work, and
there's
and
literally
we
moving parts.
and we have a lot of other fun stuff in the neighborhood,
Yeah.
like Home Tour and Mural Fest and
Yeah.
Wayne Fest, and all those things need their own space and time.
Yeah, it's easy to.
And so you don't want to crowd too much of one event
No.
and one style. So we mix it up, and so we're dedicated to once a year.
Yeah.
For sure. But yeah, we used to do them twice a year. It just became, they were so close together.
Yeah.
It was kind of overwhelming and,
Yeah, it's
and
a lot of
hard
work,
to fit all
man.
the other cool events in. So
Yeah.
Right.
Shout out to all the volunteers and people that put things on for this neighborhood, because man, it's a lot of work to make that happen, dude. But yeah, okay, guy, are delivering a lot of stuff to Wayne Fest, but that's for the other podcast where I just bitch about Michael, pretty much. Just kidding.
So I just want to circle back to the Porch Concert proper. Our producer actually made a good point, in the sense that much like people can't visualize a rotating wench. No, that's not right. A penis.
A revolving stage.
I messed up.
With a penis.
Yeah, okay.
Penisist.
The penis on the stage from a gutted wench. Something. Anyway, if you can't visualize that, can you, best you can, describe a stop on a porch concert, what people might encounter if they were to pull up and say, all right, I've just moved in the neighborhood. I don't know what the hell this is.
Yeah, well, they're going to see one in a couple different ways. If it's a house stop, they're going to see typically a band on the front porch or somewhere around a front porch if one doesn't exist. We have many of them in this neighborhood, but not all. We were built from, 1920 to 1970.
Right.
So all types of architecture. So we use whatever is usable in a yard.
Yeah.
Try to be in the front yard, but sometimes we're in the back. We're usually in the front. So you're going to see a band. You're going to see anywhere, depending on the stop and how much momentum we've gained, 150 to 300 people
Oh, is that
from
all?
the neighborhood.
Yeah.
That's all.
So like a third of the neighborhood got.
So that's what you'll see from a house stop perspective. What you're very likely to see if you don't know about the porch concerts, you're just driving around the neighborhood, is to catch the mobile entertainment, which is going to be a trailer completely blocking traffic with 300 people behind it.
So
and
convenient.
music.
Yeah.
Very
and
convenient.
stuff going on.
Yeah.
It's like
It'll
the
look
kids
like
on
a
the
big party.
motorcycles that take over the roads, except for we're not assholes.
Yeah.
I got it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and there's music. Not just wheelies.
Some of us are assholes.
Well,
Hey, if you had a mini bike, you'd think otherwise.
100%.
Yeah.
I want to start a mini bike club.
I converted a mini bike to an electric mini bike.
Nice.
Yeah, gas
Nice.
to electric.
That's interesting.
I would just need
I
like a
ride my
regular
little mini
big size bike, but a mini bike sounds cute.
Like a big wheel.
It is very cute.
Yeah.
No, you can't even hear it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, because
just-
yours is electric. Boogie,
yeah.
woogie, woogie. Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That's awesome. I will say, having been to my fair share of porch concerts, there's something visually not overwhelming.
Titillating?
Jesus, God, can you stop?
Clean it up.
Like,
Oh, I'm sorry.
no
Jesus.
penis, no titillating. There's a lot
My
of trigger
I have
words.
an advanced
listening.
vocabulary.
Yeah, you got a little note card with just like keywords to trigger Michael. I see you.
Good God. When you see people specifically, when you move from stop to stop, is the most, to me, the most visually interesting, because to your point earlier, you've got 100 people on various modes of transport going from one place to the next. They don't exactly know where they're going.
Yeah.
They're just sort of following whoever's in front of them, which is interesting.
How this neighborhood works.
Follow me
dude.
into this dark hole. It's fine. But just the visual aspect of that is very appealing. And what I always found interesting about porch concerts was that there's connections made, whether it's at a stop, during transport to another stop, but people that would not otherwise have interacted get a chance to interact with each other on a small scale. So it's a concert, okay, and everyone's having fun, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's the social connections that are a result of the entertainment being provided, which I thought is very interesting.
Yeah.
So, especially for people that are just new to the neighborhood, when I say new, like within a year, that maybe haven't gone to it, like they just missed the cycle, I would encourage you, if you live in Coronado, to come out to these kinds of events like Porch Concert or Wayne Fest or whatever, or Home Tour, because it gives you the opportunity to connect. So a lot of the things that I have done, or Brian or yourself have done, is because of those connections.
Oh, yeah.
So the more connected you become with each other, the more, I'll say fun, but the more interesting the neighborhood becomes. So that's the point.
Well, and that's the stuff that builds culture and community.
Yeah.
Right. And
Absolutely.
I think that speaks to why the porch concerts have enjoyed this sort of lifespan, because people appreciate that part of it. Bands are great, don't get me wrong. Everyone wants to have a good time, but I've met a lot of friends now as a result of porch concerts.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. It's not music that everyone's like singing the lyrics. You don't need earplugs. It's just like a relaxing, front yard concert and whatnot, which is fantastic. And you have a chance where you can sit there if you want to really listen to music, you're vibing, or you can step 30 feet away and have a conversation and listen to music in the background. That's just a very awesome, like, you're stuck in a group with all these people that want to be at the same event, and like I said, make good friends.
Well, we keep pushing the limits with the mobile entertainment. Last time when we had the birthday cake, we actually topped it with 2 flamethrowers.
Okay.
And
Yes.
So
and
3
we're
next
blasting huge flames. And, the funny thing is, in 17 times, we've never had the cops called on us, right?
Well, when you have flamethrowers, they're just like, you're good. They're like, we'll block traffic. And they show up to
It's
assist,
fine.
Yeah,
sure.
No snitches.
Yeah. But I kind of measure that too as our community gentrification, as so many communities go through, right?
Yeah.
And our barometer is when Porch Concerts gets the cops called on them, we know
fuzz.
we might have tipped the scales too much, right?
Yeah.
And
Right.
So-
And then the fun's over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
honestly, the cops showed up on our 3rd episode, which was pretty awesome. I'm just kidding.
You got served. It
Yeah.
wasn't.
But that's the importance of building culture and community. So that, as neighbors come in, you get acclimated to the things that are
Yeah.
important to this
Yeah.
neighborhood.
Easy way to meet
Yeah.
20 people, and even if you don't remember names, like, I'll see you at Sunshine, or they're down the street and waving, like,
Right.
yeah, I remember you, like
Exactly.
that.
Guy.
Yeah, hey guy. I mean, it's better than not saying
Ace.
hey guy,
Yeah.
buddy.
Well, that's my go-to, buddy.
Buddy.
Yeah.
Buddy?
How'd you know my name was Buddy?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, so people listen. Obviously, a lot of people in Coronado listen. Like everybody, obviously in Coronado listens.
We're
but,
so popular.
but other people not in this neighborhood that aren't in this, hey, how many stops you normally try and shoot for, and any tips on if someone else wanted to start something similar? Obviously, you're not going to start with a trailer and a flamethrower, but start small and grow it into what it is, because it's been going on for years here in the neighborhood.
Yeah, 4
Like, what is it?
stops is a good.
4?
Good, yeah,
Okay.
we try and run about 5 hours, with 4 stops being, kind of ideal. Now, it'll vary on different stuff. We've done multiple day activities. We're on 2 different days,
Yeah.
things of that nature. But for the most part, 4 stops, 5 hours is about a good,
Okay.
something to shoot for.
Yeah.
If you shoot for 2 or 3 houses just to get started, that's
Yeah.
cool. But
Yeah.
basically what you need is some group of homeowners to say, yeah, you can use my yard.
Yeah.
You want to put some kind of facilities for people to use so that
Yeah.
you don't have entry into people's homes.
Yeah.
We'd never encourage that.
No.
In fact, we restrict our homeowners from even allowing it, even if they know folks.
Yeah. Smart.
So we set some kind of facilities out for people to use, and then outside of that, you need your bands, which can, we use local Coronado bands,
Yeah.
but theoretically you could use any bands, coordinate those into playing for the folks, and while you're out there, grab tips from the neighbors,
Yeah.
and that's largely how we fund it.
Nice.
As well as sponsorships from local area businesses, and we try to be just a low-cost option that gives some of our local businesses that don't really have marketing budgets and huge ways to advertise their services,
Yeah.
to give
Cool.
them a direct audience directly to neighbors, so
Yeah.
increase neighbor-to-neighbor purchasing.
Nice.
A couple years ago, you had a sponsorship package where you could sponsor a pooper.
Yeah,
Is that still
we
a
still
thing?
have them. Yeah.
Oh, I love
Shit, that's a good
sponsoring poopers.
idea.
This podcast should sponsor a
We
pooper.
we just have a porta potty for all the people live here listening. Just, hey, everybody, thanks for coming. Oh, shit, there's no one.
Yeah, those are actually our most.
Oh, we have one. We have
our
one. fan.
most
Our
affordable.
producer.
Most affordable and
Yeah.
dare I say popular.
Hey-o.
Very popular.
Popular.
Yeah.
Very popular.
See what I did there?
Good.
Thank you.
I
Right.
see how you set yourself up. That was amazing.
Ba-dum-bum.
Yeah, do another one.
I mean, no one else is going to help.
Any tips for homeowners that that want to sign up, or value add for them, or any
Like,
way
why
to
would
pitch?
someone do that?
Yeah.
Right.
What's the
Well, to build on community themselves,
Street
right?
cred.
It's
Street
a great,
cred.
it's total street cred. You
Yeah.
get to be a Porch Concert house. You also get a framed poster, official poster for being a home host.
I feel like you need a badge.
well,
or
yeah,
a cool doormat?
and a lot of folks in our hood just like to party. And
You don't say.
it is a great party.
I've met
And
most of them.
when you get to host you can do your own open bar or anything you want
Yeah.
for the neighborhood, and it's just a good time for everybody, and makes a good ready-made party where you really don't have to do anything yourself.
Right.
Just adding my own.
Yeah. Sorry. Sorry for the thuds.
We had beers
We're
delivered
Not,
and
we're
they
not
like-
clubbing seals.
Yeah.
It's just beer.
Just they like to headbutt it and then hand us our beer.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Awesome. Yeah.
Interested to know, Brad, since you've been doing this for a while, even before you were sort of CEO, as Brian says. I feel like there's a different name we can come up with.
Volunteer. volunteer, lead volunteer.
Lead guy who loses the most money on porch concerts.
Guy who subsidizes porch concerts.
You're like, why did I buy this big ass trailer guy?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, you're the penis trailer guy. Yeah, that's right. What's your favorite porch concert memory?
My favorite porch concert memory, I held one at my own house. And
You've got a great porch.
yeah, it's great front porch. It's raised up, it's above ground level and everybody can sit below. It's spilled out. There must have been close to 350 people all put together, and the trailer was out front and all. And since it was my house, I got to just go into the backyard and get on my roof
And
and go up on top and take a picture of that crowd, and everybody
That's great.
saw me get up there and started cheering and yelling
like,
towards
"Jump,
it.
motherfucker!"
Yeah,
No,
And
no.
it was just a blast, and it made for a great picture of
That's
an aerial
great.
shot of everybody, and it was just that was a really
That's cool.
experience. That's what you get as a homeowner.
That's awesome.
Yeah, this isn't like a crowd surfing kind of party, right? This is you don't
It
jump
can
on-
be, depends. You
Depends
get
on
a
the band.
good punk band,
Sure,
get a
right.
pit going.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, the sky's the limit to ruin your lawn.
Are we?
I
Did
mean,
we just start a punk band?
No, are we going to start?
We're
one?
gonna start a punk
an
band.
AI punk band. Like,
Correct.
Can we just get decent at this, and then we'll start a new venture? For God's sake,
boring.
I only have a small trailer, dude. I can't do that shit. Can't have a mobile punk band on my 5x8.
Well, they have an app for that now. You can just put in lyrics for a song. It'll make a
Oh,
punk song
you're
for
talking.
you.
100%.
You're listening to the
Yeah.
old super AI
I'm a
music
slave
maker.
to the
Yeah.
robots.
Yeah, he sends me a new like ringtone every day now.
Yeah. They're all descendingly bad. Yeah.
Yeah, consistently bad
That's fair.
and fun.
Well, Brian, do you have a porch concert memory?
Man, I think that the piano one, like that was like a Western theme. Whenever like a kid was sitting there on like a saddle with a gun and shit, just like and just going
gun?
Julian. That was Julian.
Yeah, it wasn't a real gun. He wasn't like shooting in the air.
Well,
Maybe
no,
it might have been a real gun.
was a real gun.
It wasn't
Okay.
a loaded.
It was not loaded.
Yeah, okay. And there was no
It was also
flamethrowers.
heavily rusted and probably wouldn't fire.
It was a non-functional
first.
real
Right.
gun, but it was just like everyone's all decked out in all like the Western gears. It was just like, and they're playing the piano. It's just like I remember riding behind it. We were in someone's golf cart, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, I love this neighborhood. We've been like here forever. Been to so many things. I'm like, this is like pretty top. Like, I don't know what's gonna be the next level of a spinning piano and people just dressed up singing yeehaw. It was fantastic. It was a really fun day. It was a rough time for us going through some shit, and it was just like, man, this really helped us out. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it was a great day.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's what it's for.
How
Yeah.
about you, Michael? What's your
Yeah.
favorite?
Blackout drunk every time. So
Well, he was host once, and the outfit was quite awesome.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
dude, yeah, it is.
It is my thing. I have a thing.
He looked like a penis.
What was he wearing?
Again? Yeah. I'm torn. I'm torn between number one, because I was at OG number one porch concert, and that's where it all kind of started. So I have a special place in my heart for that. But the one I think you were involved at that point. Yeah, you were. The one we did across the street. So if in our neighborhood, there's a big street that crosses
east.
16th Street.
East Coronado.
East Coronado, still part of the neighborhood, but it's unfortunately gets ignored a bit. So we wanted to bring the entertainment over there, but it started late. So at some point, the sun went down, and there was a full-on fucking rave party in someone's front yard. The optics were unbelievable, because it was the lights everywhere, and people
the
were
MDMA,
dancing and
and it
oh
was
my
just-
god. Well, I don't know about that. Well, that's probably true. But that's something that we had never done before, so it's a bit of a leap of faith that people are going to follow, and they did.
Yeah.
It was a little bit like Frogger getting across 16th Street, because it's pretty.
Yeah.
And if you had a couple pops, it's not great. But when you get across the street and then you follow the thing and the sun, it's just great. When the sun went down, it was just it was a different level of porch concert. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, we did a dance party stop on that one. And, we try to do that on each year so you don't get the monotony of, that's what the mobile entertainment is for. It's to break up the idea that we go listen to a band and hang out in the yard. There's some more interactive stuff. This next event, we're actually doing a silent disco. optics go.
It's just like you just feed and fuel in the
just
fire.
clean
dude.
it up, sir.
So
That's called a
there will
penis
be three different DJs at a stop, all blasting different music into headphones, and you change.
Is it like silent disco?
Yeah,
Yeah,
what
yeah,
you're
yeah,
listening to. So
love it.
we'll have people dancing to different
That's
grooves and different
amazing.
beats, and it should make for a great optic as
That's
well.
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds
It's
like a
something
dry
a little
humping
different.
event if I've ever heard one. You know?
A dry humping event?
Okay, he says pianist, and you just say dick, and I say dry humping, and I'm the asshole.
Yeah,
Well,
that's,
yeah,
that's
I
the
mean-
line, Brian.
Yeah,
And, you know.
You have to
You're
get
not right.
creative
You're not
in
right.
the innuendos, not direct.
Correct.
You know?
Yeah, you don't just go straight in.
I mean, you don't. It's nothing erect about it. Direct. Yeah.
I'm just going head in on this.
Good Lord. Okay.
All right, so we have reached the point where we're going to ask stupid, silly questions because Michael cannot be controlled.
What?
Yeah. So your sidebar here, I know you've got the spurs on there, the trailer. Had like the outdoor kind of wedding one out recently. Are you you ride horses or
Yeah.
what's your So you ride horses? You own horse?
I don't. Well, my family owns about 50 of them.
Okay,
yeah.
great.
Only 50?
On a family ranch. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Small.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. We have a small working ranch.
So you're barely an equestrian. I got
Fair.
you. So leaning on
So
that.
I don't buy them is the point.
Well, so you're a
ride other
smart
people's
horse. So yeah, okay.
Exactly. I'm the best sort of.
It's cool. I've been in a lot of boats, never owned one. But based on that, so question for you, very serious here. Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse that is sized like a duck? Wait, did I mess that up?
Sized like a duck?
Or a horse-sized duck. So a bunch of 100 tiny duck-sized horses. Yeah. Let's rewind it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
no
try it
editing.
again.
So you want to find 100 horses that are the size of a duck or one duck the size of a horse. There it is. Which one?
I'm so proud.
Thank you. Thanks, Mom.
I think I'd just go for the duck because used to dealing with horses in the first place. The single duck.
You
Yeah.
just
the
last-
horse-sized duck.
Lasso
Yeah.
the duck horse.
Howard the duck?
Although
Howard the
I'd
horse?
tell you, I'd probably reverse that. I'd go with the little,
the tiny
the horse
100.
ducks.
That'd be so
Because,
cute.
well, thinking about it, horses are herd animals, so they're easy to move around and get to do what you
Smash
want them
with
to
your
do.
heel. Yeah.
And they move together, so that'd be a lot easier than actually geese and ducks. Those are fucking mean.
Yeah, they are mean.
They're terrible.
You're going to need
Yeah.
to find a duck-sized shepherd dog or something like that.
No,
Like a tiny, like a chihuahua that can do that. Herd the ducks,
like a
horses.
McNabb Chihuahua.
Ducks fight back.
Yeah, that is cool. They don't duck around.
Razor sharp teeth. Ducks.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that.
All right, Michael, you want to ask a question? Because I'm just driving this whole episode carrying the weight here.
Oh my God. So you've been around animals,
Yeah.
horses, but other animals, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
What's the rudest animal?
Good question. Good question.
An emu.
An emu.
Yeah. Emu.
Is it emu or
Emus are-
emu? Emu.
I say emu.
Okay.
But
Emu.
ostrich and emu. But I can
that
tell you
family.
that the eggs of ostrich and emu are fantastic. And
Oh.
I've cooked
That's
ostrich
barbaric.
eggs. I have a big frying pan, and you cook ostrich eggs, and they are like a buttery, fluffy chicken egg on steroids.
Do you get
It's
them like
great.
at Sunshine, or where do you pick those up at? Dude? Is
Yeah.
it like a,
Yeah, Sunshine has
Food for Less
everything.
or
When you come up
Winco?
with it, you go to Sunshine. They have it.
Like,
Yeah.
well, you're out of ostrich eggs again? How big is a carton? It's just like
It's a truck.
Like I need a cart. I need a shopping cart.
Like a Costco. Yeah.
There's an ostrich.
Costco only sells them one at a
One.
time. That's how big they are.
There's an ostrich farm around Picacho Peak in southern Arizona.
Yeah. You just,
But there's that one's not year round. You can get them there seasonally, and then you can get them year round from some place in like Iowa or something.
Hang
They
on.
just ship it overnight.
So you can go to an ostrich farm and buy an egg
Yeah.
and eat it.
Well, you should cook it first.
or you get,
Yeah.
or you just throw that shit at someone's
you
house.
would like
dude.
it because you need to use power tools to
Ooh.
get into it.
Say
right?
what?
Either like a K-bar good knife or power tools to
Seriously.
actually get into it.
You
Yeah.
can't just crack it and
You
like,
can't just crack it.
oh,
It's like porcelain.
challenge accepted.
It's like
Yeah.
porcelain?
It's like porcelain. Yeah.
How heavy are they?
Maybe 4 or 5 pounds.
No wonder their dicks popping out a 4-pound fucking egg like repetitively over the year. I'd be an asshole if I was an animal like that too, right? No?
have a big breakfast. It's the same thing.
Well, they're just serpent-like
Same email.
devil birds. They're just
Devil birds?
Devil birds, yeah.
Oh,
they're pretty
No love,
satanic.
no-
Don't look them in the
they
eyes.
satanic?
Yeah.
They serpent their necks around and get just
Flick a little holy water on if they get too close, kind of thing.
and
Ow.
they'll trample you and stomp you to death.
Bitch, I'm gonna grab that neck and ride that bitch out of there, dude.
That's
grab an
the
egg.
only way to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
I
real.
want to see that happen.
I mean,
We're going to
But that's the
podcast
meanest
that.
animal.
yeah. So if you have an ostrich, all right. Well, I think that was pretty much all we need to know about Brad.
Well, thanks for coming. I guess. I don't really know. how
Thanks for
that-
ruining breakfast, dude.
Actually,
Organic eggs, neat, buddy. That's pretty cool. Just crack
I'll
that
do it
yourself.
at one of these events. We'll cook ostrich eggs for the whole.
Hey, you should
damn
just have an event where
community.
you're just throwing them out as gifts off the trailer,
Yeah.
dude. Or
I
have an
should have thought
ostrich.
about it for home tour. We should cook up.
Apparently, you need like 3. And that's all you need to feed the
Everybody,
whole.
whole neighborhood.
Yeah, that's about
We just solved starvation.
65 people, I think. 3.
Wow.
Yeah,
Man,
it's
it's a great way to solve world hunger. Just get more ostriches, you know?
I have a follow-up question for the group.
Uh-oh.
I just thought of this.
That's going to
Keep in
rhyme with
mind,
penis.
I am on significant amounts of cough medication.
Yes, dude. I love Dayquil, Michael.
like with
Is-
codeine.
I mean, is
Without
there any other way?
yeah.
Yeah.
What does he eat? Regular legs like an asshole? Come on.
Come on. Is Big Bird an ostrich or an emu?
Well,
Those
it's
are your only
neither.
choices. No,
Yeah,
those are your only
that's-
choices.
No,
What is he then?
Character on the Sesame Street.
I understand that.
He's
But
from
he
Sesame
is
Street,
certainly
dumbass.
not an ostrich or an emu.
he's a emish.
He's
He's a
non-binary.
goddamn American
Non-binary
hero.
ostrich.
Yeah, he's a non-binary ostrich.
Yeah.
I'll accept that. I'll accept that answer.
You didn't ask what the hell Snuffleupagus is? I mean, you went right to Big Bird?
Well, it's obviously an elephant.
This guy. All right, somebody get this guy the internet.
Come on. All right, Brad. If you are in the neighborhood of Coronado, you'll find out about porch concerts later, but it is specifically by and for the neighborhood, so we don't give that information out.
Yep.
But if you're in the hood, you'll know. It's pretty obvious.
Check the message board. You had a nice post recently of
Yep.
the Coronado message board. It has the information to get
Right.
on there and check it out. So
But I'd also say, as Brian mentioned earlier, about if you're a neighborhood or a group of people that just want to start this, and other neighborhoods have done it,
yeah,
do so.
Yeah.
I think it takes a person or a group of people to just spark it, and then
Yep.
it just takes off from there.
if you know a band and have a house and want to invite your neighbors, it's
Right.
a great way to start it and get more people involved. And I'm sure that's how it grew. So
Yeah.
it's great. It's a really fun event. So thank you for putting it on, and taking on the torch. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
A
Do
lot of
fun
people
shit.
benefit
Pe-
from
yeah.
your hard work. So we thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
People should do fun shit.
Yeah, man.
Life
Always.
is short.
It's a great day.
Right. Okay.
Great day.
All right. Well, thanks, Brad.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good
Appreciate
talk.
it.
Step right up to the wildest show where two big minds are ready to blow. Conversations deep yet full of jest. Come on in, you found the best. Between two giants, here you'll find wit and wisdom intertwined. Laughs and knowledge hand in hand. This is the show that's in command. We're tall and talking, big in brains, making sense of life's wild lanes. Deep dive chats and fun remain. Bet you won't hear this on the plane. Between two giants, here you'll find wit and wisdom intertwined. Laughs and knowledge hand in hand. This is the show that's in command. Two giants, here you'll find wit and wisdom intertwined. Laughs and knowledge hand in hand. This is the show that's in command. No stone unturned, no joke too small.